Good morning, children. Myself, Mrs. Archana. Let us begin with our next session of history. In the last session, I explained you the Harappan civilization, part 1. Okay? I taught you about Harappan civilization, housing and town planning, seals and pots, and last, the Great Bath. Today, I will explain life in the Harappa civilization. Let us begin. The Harappan people practiced agriculture. The excavation at Kalibangan provides evidence of a plowed field. The people there grew different crops, mainly wheat and barley. In Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale, while in Gujarat, it was ragi. Peas, sesame and lentils were also cultivated. The Harappan people were also familiar with cotton. Till now, you know about excavation, when it took place, the houses of Harappan people, seals, earthen pots, okay, and great bath. Here we'll see that Harappan people practiced agriculture. Okay, when the excavation was carried out at Kalibangan, that time the archaeologist found evidence of a plowed field. From this we could make out that Harappan people were farmers. They practiced agriculture. Okay, they were dependent on agriculture. The people there grew crops like wheat and barley. Rajasthan, barley was grown on a large scale, while in Gujarat, ragi was grown. Then there were other crops like sesame, lentils and peas. It was also cultivated. And the Harappan people were also familiar with cotton. They know how to grow cotton. The statues, the pictures on the seals and the remains of cloth found in the excavations indicate that the Harappan people used to view cloth. How we came to know that Harappans were familiar with cotton? They know the cultivation of cotton crop by the evidence provided to us through excavation. They were statues and the seals. On seals there were pictures of human figure, and as well as the remains of cloth showed that the people were used to weave cloth. The dress of both men and women consisted of knee-length cloth and an upper garment. Just look at the picture, children, on the screen. Yeah, you can see a specimen of Harappan art. Here you could see a man. Yeah, he see the dress which he has worn. Okay, the Harappan men, both man and woman, they wore knee-length cloth and an upper garment. From this specimen, we could make out the attire. Okay, what type of costumes were used by Harappans. Yeah. Now next, I will show you the picture of ornaments in the Harappan civilization. Many types of ornaments have been found in excavations. They are made of gold, copper, precious stones, as also shells, cowries, seeds, etc. Yeah, man and woman both used multi-stranded necklaces. See the picture there on the screen. This is known as multi-stranded necklace. Layers, see here, 4 layers of necklace, 4 to 5, 3, 5, 5, 4, 5 layers of necklace. This is known as multi-stranded necklace. Rings, armlets and waistbands. Everything is shown on the picture. Okay. There you can see the rings, armlets and waistbands. Women wore bangles right up to their upper arm. Okay. These are the different ornaments used by Harappan people. A statue found at Harappan site presents an excellent specimen of their art. It shows the man's facial features very clearly. A cloak with a beautiful trefoil pattern is draped across his shoulder. This same man which I had shown you just now, a specimen of Harappan art. Yeah, it shows his attire, a cloak with a beautiful trefoil pattern. It is draped across his shoulder. Yeah, and see his facial features. It shows the man's facial features very clearly. How the Harappan man looked like. Okay, this is the statue which was found at Harappan site. Now next we'll move on to trade. We'll see how was the trade relation of Harappan people. With which countries they had trade relations. The Harappan people carried on trade within India as well as with countries outside. The Indus Valley was known for its high quality cotton. This cotton was exported to other regions like West Asia, Southern Europe and Egypt. Look at this, children. Harappan people had trade relation not only within India but outside our country also, like West Asia, Southern Europe and Egypt. Okay, and the Indus Valley was known for its high quality cotton, good quality cotton they had produced, and they exported it to West Asia, Southern Europe and Egypt. Cotton cloth too was exported. Along with cotton, cotton cloth was also exported. The traders of the Harappan civilization provided muslin cloth to Egypt. Yeah, muslin cloth, it's one type of cloth which was provided. Yeah, Harappan civilization, it was provided to Egypt. Silver, zinc, gemstones, rubies, deodar wood were some of the items that were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan and Balochistan. The Harappan people exported good quality of cotton, yeah, within India as well as outside our country. Yeah, but along with this, Harappan civilization, Harappan people, the traders, they imported all these things like silver, zinc, gemstone, rubies, deodar wood. Okay, it were imported from Kashmir, South India, Iran, Afghanistan and Balochistan. Trade, how was the trade carried? Okay, until now we know that Harappan people exported and imported goods. But how? The trade was carried on by land route and sea routes. And we have the proof. Some of the excavated seals bear pictures of ship. On seals there were pictures of ships, which shows that ship was used to carry the goods from one place to another. A huge dockyard has been discovered at Lothal. The trade of the Harappan civilization was carried on along the coastline of the Arabian Sea. Harappan carried out their trade along the Arabian Sea. Now see the picture. An artist visualization of the dockyard at Lothal. See, this is, you could see the ship there. Yeah, here the goods were loaded and unloaded. This is a dockyard, and from here the ship took the goods to other region. Yeah, the goods were exported and imported. Now the last point, we'll see the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. We have learned about life in the Harappan civilization, trade, okay? But what happened suddenly? That there was decline in the Harappan civilization. Children, we have seen that Harappa, it is located on the bank of river, okay, Indus, yeah, Ravi, Satluj. So these rivers had to face frequent floods. There were frequent floods due to heavy rains. So frequent floods, invasions by foreign tribes, decline in trade, these were the sum of reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization. Okay, some regions became arid due to weakening of monsoon. Now if there are no rains, yeah, no monsoon, then all the region will get dried up. No agriculture, no food, vegetation, okay. This happened because of weakening of monsoon, drying up of river basins. The river basin, this rivers, Indus, river, Satluj, all were dried up. And earthquake, changes in sea level, this led to the decline of Harappan civilization. People migrated to other places, leading to the decline of cities. Okay, these were the main causes for the decline of cities. The Harappan civilization was a prosperous and flourishing urban civilization. It laid the foundation of the Indian civilization. It is one of the ancient civilization, children. An Indian civilization foundation was laid through Harappan civilization. With this, we have finished with the second part of the lesson, life, the Harappan civilization. Yes, thank you.